Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, the one and only Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Professor Flowers and 100% RC with us tonight. What's up, fellas?
Back like I never left.
Tell me about it. Feel good to be back with y'all boys. You know, we had a great episode with the running back, top 10 running backs. You know. And we can see right now, the running backs are in turmoil. Everybody running around with their heads cut off, you know. Fires burning in the office building. So, you already know, Flowers, we got to get into y'all situation and see what's going on here.
We're going from Hurricane Saquon to Hurricane JT.
I know, man. From one running back to another. And it's kind of funny. I feel like Dalvin Cook situation started all off a little bit with him being released. Everybody like, what? And all of a sudden, start trickling. But we're going to dive right into it. No, you know what? First, I want to do this. I'm going to go ahead and get out the way because these guys been on the show before. I want to go ahead and show them support right off the bat. The Air Hockey Agency. Man, they put us on their promo card. So shout out to them for the shout out as they go into the weekend tournament. It's August the 4th to the 6th, I believe. So show these guys support. We got Rob Kennedy, Connor Cummings, and his little brother. No, Colin and Connor. Yeah, Colin is the older brother and Connor is the younger brother. So show these guys some support, man. I really appreciate them shining us out on their promo card.
This should be pretty good at air hockey, man.
Man, yeah, dude. Man, Colin did this crazy shot on this one guy. I don't have to repost. I don't have to find it. I'm like, bro, he's too good. I see why he's number one player in the world. He's the MJ of air hockey. We had the MJ of air hockey on the show. That's wild.
I'll be the Kobe Bryant, then. Let me go holler at
Hey, RC said, just give me a couple weeks of practice. Just let me go and get in there. So let's go ahead and start off with JT. Jonathan Taylor. Let me pull up the quotes. You know how I am. I got everything on file here. All right. The Colts were considering placing running back Jonathan Taylor on a non-football injury list for an injury that occurred while Taylor was working out away from the team. If the Colts choose to do so, they don't have to pay Taylor at all for 2023 season. And his contract would also expire at the end of this season instead of this season. So JT came out and said, hold up, pump the brakes. What y'all talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? That's basically what he said. He said he never had back pain, number one. Never reported back pain, number two. And so he said, not sure who sources are, but find new ones. It's spicy at the Colts organization right now. Flowers, what do you make of this whole situation?
It's a big mess, man. I see wrong on both sides. JT, let me talk about JT for one. a lot of what I felt JT was saying last week was his agent talking for him. Prior to all this stuff coming out with, before him and Irsay met on the bus or whatever, his agent was doing a lot of talking, in my opinion. You heard my opinion on, JT's situation. As far as I just thought that he just needed to just come in and have a good year and he'd get paid. I don't think it's ever been, an argument with anybody thinking that the man, doesn't need to get paid. Everybody's on track with him getting paid. But when you look at what's going on, unfortunately to say, and I've been big advocate of paying these running backs, but the situation, he's on last year of his deal, he's hurt, and that big L word that comes around every time we have these conversations. What's the leverage that you have? He doesn't have any, unfortunately.
None whatsoever.
If he would have rushed for another 1,800 yards and 20 tutties, and I'm not saying that he can't, but it's always what they're going to use against you. He was hurt last year. They pulled him, ankle surgery. Now, this back stuff is new to me because now they're saying that he felt his physical coming in, and that's why they put him on the PUP list. So I don't know who's telling the truth, because if you honestly think about it, who leaked this information? JT didn't leak it.
That's
who leaked
right.
it?
Somebody from the Colts organization.
Exactly. So it's dirt being thrown on both sides. Now let me get to Jim Irsay, because he's wrong. It's wrong for what he said. He had me with earlier in the week saying, the CBA was all that. I understand all that, but what he said this past weekend, I understand why John Taylor asked for a trade. Because to make a long story short, he's pretty much saying there's no value in you. So
right.
In JT's mind, if you don't see any value in me and I feel like you don't want to pay me, well, trade me. He's not going to trade him. He's not going to trade him.
He's just talking outside his mouth. Come on, man. We know JT is the top talent.
Even if he did decide to trade him, who is he going to trade him to? Number two, if they do trade him somebody, I'm assuming that person that trades for him, they're going to have to pay him. He's going to want a new deal. So
right.
They didn't trade Lamar Jackson. They didn't trade Austin Eckler. I don't see him trading Jonathan Taylor. I just feel like Jonathan Taylor should have just played it better. It's not a problem with you going in negotiating or trying to get negotiations started or talked about or whatever on your contract, but just keep your head down, go grind it out, and you're gonna get paid. Let your game talk for itself. But I just, you look at some pictures, he's standing in the OTAs with a frown on his face, he's pouting. That's a side of John Taylor I never thought I'd see. So I just feel like he's got a bad agent. That's just my opinion. I don't feel like his agent is helping him because the agent doesn't like Irsay. There's tweets from 2012 of that agent talking shit about Irsay. So I just don't think it's the right approach for, Jonathan Taylor to just go overboard and, try to, I don't want to say sabotage something.
Yeah.
It's no need to force it because you just don't have any leverage. It's the difference if you have leverage. But I don't want to dwell on it too much. Like I said, I see wrong from both sides, right. But it's unfortunate.
Because that was Baltimore was doing with Lamar. They're like, you coming off this injury. But the thing about Lamar, he had already, an MVP. He took the team to the playoffs multiple times. So he already had a track record of success. So that was his leverage. He like, shoot, I'll just do it somewhere else. But JT, I feel like you come off the injury. Like, this is your proven year. Every player has that when they come off injury. They're like, hey, we don't know where you at, so you're going to have to show us that you can get back to that level. RC, what went through your mind when you saw the whole back and forth between the Colts and JT?
I don't know if it's because I was duped by Lamar and Baltimore disconnect. I thought there was no way they were going to bring it back together. All of that back and forth, all of that criticism. They say money can't make you happy, but it can fix a lot of things. I do believe it can make you happy too, but I feel like with this situation, this could be teetering on Le'Veon Bell situation if they don't kind of bring it back in house. Because if the agent is speaking for Jonathan Taylor, that's not who he really is. Because he seemed to come off to be this quiet, reserved person. Then JT need to bring that guy back in and say, hey, look, man, let's keep everything in house. Because the Colts are outside of Irsay, they keep everything in house. You know, Irsay the only one go to the podium drunk. Everybody else don't go to the podium drunk. Don't nobody else. You know,
drunk.
You get what I'm saying? They keep everything in house. Irsay is like the only wild card in the situation. He's kind of like Jerry Jones, Al Davis. So it's like, I hate to say this, but maybe the organization will be better when Irsay goes on down the road because he's in the way a lot. So my hope for JT is to stay in the Colts uniform. That's what, you know, they look better in that uniform. That's better for the National Football League. But this whole thing with running backs is discouraging, man, because it's a predominantly black position, which a lot of positions in the National Football League, but that one definitely is. And no position in the National Football League should be devalued because all of them putting their bodies on the line, especially the running back. So, Payton, man, and let's get ready for football season.
Right, football right around the corner. You know what the Giants told Barkley? They told him, do your dance. Let me see you dance real quick. And Barkley, you know, he did a little dance. They threw him an extra $1 million. Right. He signed it.
He signed it for 1 year
deal. Right?
1 year, right?
Yeah, 1 year, 11 million. He got 1 year. They said, make a chair rock. He made, you know, he did a little dance and he got an extra $1 million.
Let me say this real quick. And of course, JT is getting paid like 4 1/3, like 4.3, something like that this year. Of course, you're not getting paid your worth, young man. Of course, we know that, man. But it's like I say, it's just right
that
now,
boy
man.
Folded.
The cloud over these running backs, and you know the only way to really change it is to change the rules, and the owners are not about to do that. They're not about to go back and readvising the rules. Because honestly, if you ask me, the quarterbacks are the ones being paid too damn much.
Yes. Well, I feel like they should go ahead.
Excuse me. I think the thing with the way you fix that, man, it's gonna fix itself. Because I've seen it in other sports where they try to devalue a position or devalue a person's worth to a team, and that person, they wind up needing that person or player more than that person actually need them. What would the Giants be, the Colts, the Chargers? You take McCaffrey off the 49ers, they still gonna run the football, but not the way they run the football. These guys matter, and the way that the narrative changes is by them guys going out and just busting folks' ass and just putting up crazy numbers. I think the situation with Barkley, he won. This is a 1 year deal. You're gonna pay me $11 million and I'm out of there. I think, you know, if I'm him, I'm leaving. You know, I'm gonna play that 1 year and get out of New York.
Could they still franchise tag him?
I'm not sure.
He did a 1 year deal, so
is this deal still a tag or just a 1 year deal?
My question is, will he be an unrestricted free agent or restricted free agent?
I thought JT was supposed to be an unrestricted free agent after this year. So just if that's just play the year.
Yeah,
and have a great year. And if Indianapolis is not gonna pay you, somebody's gonna pay you.
Hey, 2 words: load management. Hey, play good. Look like the team ain't doing well. My hamstrings are super tight.
Nah, they gonna use that against you.
The thing is, though, and I hate this because I feel like they need to use Jonathan Taylor in his prime with Anthony Richardson. They're gonna try to run Anthony Richardson, you know, let him run around, do his thing, and they feel like, does that make JT less expendable? I don't agree with that.
No,
you have the best of both worlds. You have the best of both worlds. JT's 24. You like I said, sign him to a 2-3 year deal, fully guaranteed. If you want to give, this is me. I think they said he was looking for like $16 million a year. Pay that damn boy. Yeah, give him 2 years, 37, 2 years, $40 million. Give him $20 million. You're guaranteed 2 years. Do something.
Who else are they paying in the organization? Are they paying DeForest Buckner?
Leonard?
DeForest Buckner's making probably about DeForest and Shaq's making about 19 apiece. Grover's making 10. I mean, you're really not paying.
Did Michael Pittman sign a new deal?
Not yet. He's up for one though. So,
He's
but
good.
you got dead money on the JT. Got to understand this too. They still paying Matt Ryan. You know, they got to pay Matt Ryan this year. $12 million they got to pay him. You know, so maybe they can't afford to pay him, or they don't want to pay him right now because they're saying, why should we go ahead and pay him when he's already signed for one more year? We're trying to stretch our money out.
Right.
I get it, you know, but
here's the problem I have with teams like that. Because that's the part that disturbs me is that you knew what Matt Ryan was before you took Matt Ryan in. Whatever money that was given to Matt Ryan, he was never a long-term answer. Actually put you in the draft to get Richardson, but I actually feel like JT had a real good year the year before. It's like I don't have a problem
his
with paying a
first
guy.
2 years. His
I don't
first
have,
2
Right.
years.
He looking like the best back in football.
I don't have a problem paying a guy. Hell, you drafted me off potential, pay me off potential.
I
Because
agree.
my thing is, but
That's a
to
good
me, it is definitely coming from the media and what's being put out that the running backs are being devalued. But I think if you look at Zeke Elliott, I think Zeke had something left in the tank. It's just the Cowboys understand there are incentives in his contract, and they do that too now. You know, cut his
Dalvin Cook.
carries back, run the cheaper guy.
Yep.
Pollard just happened to make plays and be better, but Zeke ain't washed up, man. Zeke making a lot of money.
He ain't found a team yet. So
Well, he make a
we're
lot
gonna
of money,
see.
man. He
Is
probably
he
had
gonna
to take
take
money.
$3 million?
Yeah,
That's the
I
question.
think he will because a lot of the team already got their backfield filled out unless somebody go down with injury.
He's
Look
going
what happened to
to
us today.
he's going to help us. He's going to help somebody,
Yeah.
not us. He's going to help. He don't 54 now. He'll help somebody down the line.
Zach
Maybe
Moss
the
broke his arm
Browns.
today.
He can go to the Browns and be that Kareem Hunt. Well, they got real Kareem Hunt because he won a new contract. So he was a casualty
Look,
in that war.
collusion. I've been saying this for months. The Lamar Jackson stuff. Now you got it's nothing but collusion with the owners because they're working together to keep the market to where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need a fan do something special for the running backs. Like you said, create another cap space for them. Like you create a cap space for certain players or something like that. It just
Since when is
taking too much,
$15 million
like,
has been a problem to pay somebody though?
I don't know. It just the quarterback taking up a lot of money, and I know that, but it shouldn't hinder you from paying other stars. So, y'all ready to dive into our top 10 wide receiver lists?
Yep.
We're gonna go back to NFL news later on in the show. Let's go ahead and get this top 10 out the way. Like before, we'll start with me, Flowers, and RC. So number one for me is Justin Jefferson. I think that's kind of like a give me, right? Lead the league in receiving yards. Well, he had 8 touchdowns last year. Jettas, man. Can't do nothing with him. He always beat the best corners. Well, he did have a problem with what was that? Jair Alexander last year.
Yeah.
He had a little problem with him last year. But other than that, man, he beat corners. What do you say, Flowers?
I was torn right here because I'm a longevity kind of guy. So I'm going to put Devontae Adams number one.
I don't have no problem with that at all.
And that's not, I could have easily put Justin Jefferson there. Easily. But you already know who's my number two.
Yeah.
Jefferson's my number two. But I'm going to put Devontae there because of he's been doing this for 10 years. And he goes to Vegas, their car, Stidham, it doesn't matter. He's doing it.
Yeah.
So I got to show Devontae his due respect at least one more time.
One more
before
year
I say Jettas. Yes, before I just say Jettas. Because, Jettas' first 3 years, man, it's amazing. So it's unbelievable.
RC, you have Adams at number one also?
Yeah, I like some reverb.
You breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, some reverb.
You're a little groggy.
Yeah, you messing up a little bit.
I'm about that. I'm not ready to hear it.
Okay. Yeah, with the Vikings, they just air the ball a lot, air the ball out. So I think that's another reason why Justin Jefferson numbers look like that too. But other than that, man, like I said, he just go against the best corners. He went against Lattimore, I think, last year. And
I seen him cook Gilly.
Oh man,
I seen him do Gilly wrong on a route.
Okay,
he
y'all
make
hear
a
me?
lot of corners. Yeah, we can
He
now.
good. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this wasn't hard for me, but I'm like Flower said, I'm a longevity guy. I don't see no drop off with DA. Devontae Adams is that guy. I love Jefferson. He is a dog. You couldn't go wrong, but let's see if he can just keep it up and keep going. Because defenses do it sometimes with certain receivers, they figure him out. But it's DA for me at the one.
I ain't mad at that because at 2 I had Devontae Adams. He just like you said, he just been doing it for a long period of time. The quarterbacks that haven't been great. Now we have with Aaron Rodgers. I'm pretty sure he's gonna still put up fantastic numbers. He's one of the best route runners in the game. I'd say number one.
Number one. Yes.
He just gets open. Like he's not the fastest guy, but his route running skills and how he creates separation is just undeniable. It's top tier. So I have Adams at number 2. All right, Flowers.
I said Jealous, my second wideout. First 3 years have been extravagant. Him and Kirk Cousins. Of course, Jealous could do this with any quarterback, but just for him to come in, I thought that Chase was better coming out of college. I just felt like he was overshadowed by Chase in college, of course, because Chase had extravagant 20+ touchdown season, but Jefferson was right there too. But for him to come in the league and establish true dominance like this, it's taking nothing away from Chase because he's on my top 5 list also. But just the production, productivity, everything's up and up for Jefferson. So he's my second one.
Yeah, when you go first round in fantasy, you there.
Number one.
You know you there. Yeah. All right, RC. You're number 2.
Can't go wrong with an LSU Tiger receiver. They don't get the love and respect. They produce from wide receivers. And Jefferson is a superstar. He has arrived. I like watching him play. I think imagine if he played with a better quarterback. I'm leaving it right there. But Jefferson at number 2.
Kirk Cousins. They said Dak is the black Kirk Cousins. I don't agree with that, but it is what it is. I mean, people just want to piss me off on social media, man. I'll be like, I'm about to get any comments.
How about it? Instead of him being the black Dak Prescott, he could be a cousin. He could just be a cousin. They got tendencies. They got the same tendencies.
Yeah, nephew. All right, number 3, I have Cooper Kupp. Dude, I mean, crown. Last year, man. The year before that, he was just balling, man. Nobody can cover him. He was just slippery, getting out of his cuts. For a second, I thought he was gonna break Michael Thomas' record. I was kind of scared. So it's just this boy's special. I know he come out the injury. I feel like he gonna jump right back in it and be a dominant force like he was. All right, Flowers, you got number 3.
I'm going with the cheetah at number 3.
Wow,
Cheetah left
Tyreek Hill?
Yes. The cheetah left pat and showed out, man. Cheetah was on pace for 2,000 yards himself last year. You talking about separation, probably gets best separation far as on his routes in the league once you get him in space. I mean, his frame. I mean, have you just looked at Tyreek Hill? His frame, just thick, big, physical, can go over the middle, can beat you over the top, reverse. Is anything you put the ball in Tyreek Hill's hands, and he's amazing. So I'm going with him for number 3.
Yeah, a lot of rankings I looked at, they didn't have Hill at that high, but he was definitely in the top 5. I like Tyreek Hill. Shout out to the short guys out there. We don't come up short guy season, but he just go up there and catch them contested passes. Like he'll go up there with him and snag it. I've seen him done it plenty of times. And every time we see Tyreek touch football, you just hold your breath. You're like, bro, come on, stop him. Especially against your team, you're like, man, rally the troops, tackle him. You know, you can't get him out in space. I know Buffalo have nightmares of that. What 7 seconds or something like that? 10 seconds?
13. Yeah.
13 seconds, man. Come on now. So I'm not mad at you, Flowers. What about you, RC?
Cooper Kupp. I'm going with.
You seen him?
Yeah, I see him in my division. Every time I doubted him, he's like, don't fit the bill, man. You look at him, he's undersized. You don't think he has great speed, but he does. He gets open, great route runner. It's kind of like Tyler Lockett, very underappreciated receiver in the league. But Cooper don't get his just due. So I'm giving it to him by putting him at number 3.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp has that sneaky speed, bro. I know y'all play football and basketball. You just chase somebody and
game speed, man.
He start pulling away like it's no way.
Scary man speed.
That bad. Huh?
Scary man speed. Dog chasing speed.
Yeah, you know, police like a dog chasing you type speed. He just start pulling away. And it's just unbelievable because of course I seen him versus the Saints and he just always gave me nightmares more than Woods. Like he was always the person I was scared of every time the Saints play against him.
You know who Cooper Kupp would have played great with? You remember watching the St. Louis Rams, the greatest show on turf? It seemed like their players are always open. You're like, how the hell how is he always open? That's Cooper Kupp. It's like he getting open against some of the best DBs in the league, and then with the way the league is now, you really can't light his ass up. That's the issue. So
let him know we here.
And your boy force feeding the ball. Landry force feeding. Stafford force feeding the ball.
That was Stafford go-to guy all the time. If he look somewhere else, then he going right back to Cooper Kupp.
Somebody said short. They say short guys have never been on the come up unless they were on the escalator. That's great. That's good.
He got real jokes on. Real jokes.
Speak your truth.
Hey, don't be scared of the short guys on the come up. All right, number 4, I have Jamar Chase. I mean, the LSU Tiger dude's a beast, man. He make those, man. He had this one play against the Saints. He broke like 4 tackles. I was just like, and he sealed the game. That was it. That was a wrap. What he did to us. I was like, bro, there's no way that the Saints just let this man run through the defense like that for a touchdown. And I think he had 2 touchdowns on that day. And it's just, he's special, man. He does it all. He remind me of a smaller T.O. You know, he physical. The yards at the catch. He gonna beat you deep, man. It don't matter. He run the whole route tree on you. So Chase, man, I really like him as a receiver, and he just gonna get better for sure. All right, Flowers, who you have at 4?
I got Kupp at 4 just because of the injury last year. He can't lose top 5 status. I just got a thing with just try giving people, they're just due from last year. If somebody gets hurt. So, nothing against Coop. He could have easily been my 3rd also. But I got him at 4.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, RC, who you have?
I got Jamar Chase at 4. Like I said, man, he's a problem. When you see a guy run out there, when you see a guy run out there on the field and got number 1 or number 2 on, you got a problem. You probably want to put 2 people on number 1. So when I watch him play, we played them this year. I think they come to San Fran, come to Santa Clara. I really fear him. T. Higgins as well, who don't get the love and respect that he deserves. He a dog, but Jamar Chase is a beast out there. So he at 4.
I thought that was unfair when they selected T. Higgins in the draft. I'm like, bro, you already have Chase. Now you getting T. Higgins? Oh, man, come on.
Taking care of JB. That's how you supposed to do it.
Man. That's crazy. At number 5, I have Tyreek Hill. I don't know, like, after he went to Dolphins, I was kind of bullish on him. I'm like, there's no way. I don't see him putting up the same numbers as he did with the Chiefs. Then he proved me wrong. I'm like, okay, because I skipped him on fancy. I'm like, I ain't feeling that. But he just continued to do it at that size with that speed, track speed. They call him the cheetah. They don't call him cheetah for nothing. In high school, did y'all know? Not in high school, but And in middle school, I went by Cheetah for a while,
Oh.
So
you would say a leopard, I would
to another cheetah,
Maybe a
grade A,
possum.
boy.
It's a possum.
Possum move pretty fast too. You watch the possum and a raccoon, they get the hell on down too. So I mean,
true.
So I mean, what can you more say about Tyreek Hill? Number 5. All right, Flowers. Who you have at number 5?
Jamar Chase, man. Can't leave him at the top 5.
Like
baby. Each year he gets better and better. Well, I think Chase is like about 225, 230.
That's what I'm saying.
Physical guy. You can give it to him off a bubble screen. He can take it 70 yards. I love those kind of guys. He can run the route tree. He's physical. He's been beaten. Look, he came in as a freshman at LSU, beating juniors and seniors. So that'll tell you something about the kid. He's gifted. So I got Jamar Chase at 5.
Y'all remember the first beginning of his rookie year? He had the case of droppies, and everybody was talking about, he can't catch. He gonna be a buzz and all that. That rookie year, hey, he came out balling. I think he made his tough catch. And what you say?
History has proven there's 2 other receivers who had the drop-itis. That was Jerry Rice when he first came, and T.O. So that bodes well for Jamar Chase. That's a good company.
Yeah, I know it. It was funny how he came out and made his tough catch, down the field catch. And he came out on Twitter. He said, "I can't catch, huh?" I love it, bro. Where the next series at now? I love when they come out and prove everybody wrong. All right, RC, who you have at 5?
Cheetah. I think Cheetah numbers come back to earth though, because here's the issue with this kid. The quarterback play gonna be very inconsistent. I don't care if Tua goes to, if God rest his soul, if Dr. Sebi was alive and Tua could go out there and visit him and give him some herb. Hey, don't let this. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. When you start taking classes on how to fall, that's
a problem.
That's a really big issue for a football player who's been falling all his life playing football, not all his life playing football, but it's issue. It's just alarming to me. So I think it's not gonna be Cheetah. It's gonna be who playing quarterback. Because if this Skylar Thompson, you're in trouble.
That girl, we know about her.
They got Mike White, right? Yeah, they got Mike White too.
So they got Mike White. But see, that's the thing. I believe that McDaniels thinks he's Shanahan. See, this is the problem I have with coordinators who go and they come up under the guru, like McDaniels over there in Las Vegas and guys that lead these gurus. They try to duplicate what they see, but they've seen. But James Brown had this saying, often imitated, never duplicated. You ain't gonna be working on miracles over there, brother. You better start out the gate quick. And that dude ain't upright, y'all gonna be down in the standings over there.
That's true. I feel they should have got a legit backup. I don't know. Mike White is a solution.
Well, I think they think
go down.
I think they think he is. I think they think he is.
You know what they should have got, Ben?
Cameron
Newton.
I would have picked up Andy Dalton before I picked up Cameron Newton.
Of course. Andy Dalton.
So I would have picked up Jacoby Brissett.
How many chances is the red rifle going to get before he's forced to retire because he gets take a shot right here?
The red rifle, man, it wasn't really his fault. He played on. It's a lot going on with the Saints. He said air rifle. I mean, it was just a lot of stuff going on with the Saints. So, at 6, I have Stephon Diggs. I mean, Diggs is talented when he want to play. He's very talented, but what's holding him back is sometimes attitude. Sometimes too many targets can be a bad thing. I feel like it's more about quality type targets, But Stephon Diggs is a big playmaker. He definitely what the Bills needed, and I probably have him top 3 or 4 route runner. I mean, he's smooth. He's up there, man. If you ever seen him run routes, he make a lot of corners look silly. He beat Loudmore a couple times when we play against him. So Stephon Diggs, he's a baller, but like I said, when he want to play, he's on. At number 6, Flowers, who you have?
Same. Diggs. I ain't gonna go into depth. I think you've done it enough. Just very productive. Can't deny it. Definitely still number one, even though he's having his mishaps with Josh Allen or whoever it might be in the Bill
Kirk
organization.
Cousins.
He
just have a
they
problem with
figure
every
that out.
quarterback. I
Hopefully
don't
they
know
figure
what
that
it
out.
is. I don't know what he get volume, but he's still not number one receiver with all that volume, which is kind of crazy. All right, RC, you ready to tell who you have at number 6?
I always got to bring it on the show. I got to hype this thing up. This guy is a monster, and I think this guy. I watched him play a lot last year. DK Metcalf is a problem, and I'm gonna tell you. Listen, having DK at 6. It's just like the running back position. It starts to get a little cloudy because they start looking alike. The build is about the same. They get dinged up. I fought between him, Diggs, and AJ Brown. But I went with DK because DK did it with Russ, and then he turned around and had good numbers, decent numbers with Geno. Would you look at take Diggs out of Buffalo and put DK in Buffalo? What you got going? Like, got crazy numbers. Because imagine forcing the ball to that guy. Yes, imagine forcing the ball to DK Metcalf. See, you forcing the ball to Stephon Diggs. Let me give you a history lesson on Stephon Diggs real quick. I blame the Saints for Stephon Diggs. He was a humble guy. He was a guy that was out there playing football with passion. I remember him, Marcus Williams is the name, swinging a missed tackle. He runs down the field, takes his helmet off, and he starts crying and talking about Jesus. Okay, then now it then took off to another level. Now he's walking around arrogant, mad, pissed off about nothing. Don't nobody to this day know what he pissed off and mad about because the Bengals just beat the dog shit out of you. Do you want to play defense? So off the mere fact of I don't think he's better than DK, and DK has a quarterback that's a notch below, a lot of notches below Josh Allen. I'm going with DK Metcalf.
And
I can't look. I really can't disagree with you on that. That's a good argument.
DK's all right, but man, he have lapses sometimes. He can't run the whole route tree. He's kind of one-dimensional.
DK Metcalf, swap him with Stephon Diggs. Put Stephon Diggs in Seattle and take DK, put him in Buffalo.
Man, you forgot DK had Russell Wilson, and they had a little connection, but DK sometimes dropped crucial passes.
When? Do you remember the game he played against y'all last year? You remember that game?
Yeah, he only had 2 catches. He had 2 catches, and one went for a 50-yard touchdown, and that was it.
Listen what you just said. You just made my argument.
2 catches, 1 touchdown. That was it.
2 catches, and the other one went for 50 yards. So listen, here's the problem that I have with DK and why he gets judged unfairly. Quarterback play gonna always be an issue for guys. Inconsistency at that. I don't know if Geno gonna come out and just ball out. I hope he does. But when DK goes out there,
Russell Wilson though,
they roll in coverage to DK and they still got problems.
Nah, his numbers been the real going down. So,
bro, I'll take them 2 catches and 1 for a touchdown.
Wow, your best receiver should have more than 2 catches.
Not if your run game at that time was mediocre until Kenneth Walker.
Nah, they were pretty solid. And then they were playing against the Saints that didn't have no offense. So who's scoring the ball? I think the final score was like 12-6 or something like that.
Saints defense pretty good last year, though, bro.
But I'm just saying, DK don't do it for me. Like, I need a bigger guy just running a goal and I need stop and go is the same thing. So,
So you like a possession receiver over a guy that can, like, a big body receiver. When people say he can't run around tree, that's crazy because
he can't. Showtime was terrible.
What you got? I need evidence.
Go look it up.
I'm gonna check it out. I believe he can.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go that far and say he can't run the route tree. I ain't gonna go that far.
He gets kind of sloppy up top.
The drops, yeah. I agree with you about the drops. He needs to clean that up.
Yeah. You scare me.
He's scary.
He's big, but man, don't
mind blocking either.
When Russell, I think the final year of Russell Wilson in the Seattle Seahawks uniform, it was a bad year. It wasn't that great. And he come back and still have a mediocre year. That's why I don't have him in the top 10. It's just I need to see more, man.
Okay.
I was gonna hit the siren on him, but I'll let you live today. I'll let you live.
I love that
Because
side.
a lot of people love DK, so I can't really be mad at that because a lot of people probably do have DK in that top 10. I mean, that's not too far fetched, I believe.
Nah.
All right, at number 7, I have AJ Brown. I don't know RC. I don't know if you remember this or not, but we did a fan poll, AJ Brown versus DK, and AJ Brown won by a landslide.
Okay.
But AJ Brown, he's another big body top receiver that I feel like he has better route running ability than DK. And he dealt with drops in Tennessee, but he cleaned it up a lot in Philadelphia. And he's a home run winner. You saw him again against my team, the Saints. Like every receiver on this list has done something to my team that I'm watching it. He had a big yard gain on the Saints that went for a touchdown. He's the man. You know, if you need somebody to pinpoint the ball in the high point, he's the guy. He can go do it. All right, Flowers, who you have at 7?
I started to put AJ Brown at 7, but I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna give some true love to this guy because he has nothing, but he makes something out of nothing. Scary Terry, Washington Commanders. I'm put Scary Terry at number 7.
Wow,
very productive man. Can beat anybody in one-on-one coverage. Look, I see him destroy us late. You know, when he came back home to Indianapolis. Beat Gilly up late. But I just think McLaurin, if you gave him somebody legitimate, you would see what he really could do. But with what he's had and with him being consistent with it also, I just gotta give him props. Like I said, I could have easily put AJ Brown right there, of course. But I want to give this man McLaurin his just due. So I'm gonna put him at 7.
I think McLaurin had back-to-back over 1,000 yards receiving. This past season, he went for 1,191 yards. I mean, that's pretty dang good.
Tyler Heineke, that's good. That's impressive.
Yeah,
It was
Heineke and Wentz. Yeah, because Wentz went down. So it's pretty amazing that he done so much with so little.
I don't even count Wentz because he don't give you a win.
Right.
He don't give you an ounce. He don't give you nothing. That's one dude. If he get another job too, can we stop giving Carson Wentz?
I agree.
God, man.
You ready? It's time already. Not even a backup role.
No, I don't even think Carson Wentz is too good to take a backup role.
He's still in money
in his mind.
Scary Terry had 77 catches and he still had 1,191 yards.
Right.
That's crazy. All right, RC, who you have at 7?
At 7, I got the crybaby, Stephon Diggs. Anybody found out he's been on the show?
What he cried about?
I still want to know. Listen, man. He only on this list again because of the Saints. I'm going to drill that into your soul in your system. Where would he be without that catch?
I mean, he was good before the catch.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? He beat Terry McLaurin.
Look,
there you go.
Where would he be? He was right here before that, before he made that catch. Then
I feel like he was the top.
He was right there. Then when he missed that, when Marcus Williams missed that tackle, he took off. Hey, he blew up like a man smoking at a gas station. All because the same, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man, y'all something serious. Y'all put a lot of people on the map.
Man, the NFL have it out for us. I don't know. They probably paid Marcus Williams to throw the game. I don't know. That was just weird. It was odd. You can't tell me that play was odd. It was not odd. Hey, RC, you play football, right?
If you look behind you, it's an alien. That's how off the wall you talk. If you look right behind you right now, there's an alien that you would put behind you. Okay,
RC, come on, man. How you ever seen a full-player try to tackle like that?
Bro, if you say it long enough, you'll believe it. You like.
I'm believing it.
Look, okay, all right.
All you gotta do is just wrap them up, hold them up, let the clock run.
Like People say that he was not trying to commit a pass interference, so he was trying to miss him. Wait,
He tried to kill him.
You
He tried to kill him, and he missed him.
So
Oh,
listen,
he tried to go for a killing shot.
here's the blunders. So this is where I draw the line with this. You got to let these two plays go. That Marcus Williams swing and a miss. Because he was trying to tackle like a water boy. That's all it was. He tried to tackle like a water boy. He was trying to break both steps on these legs. He was trying to knock the soul out of that man. He missed.
I don't know what he was doing. It looked like he glitched.
But he would be higher on my list because it's not about the tantrum. He is a good receiver. I just don't think he's just, it's no way Jamar Chase and Jefferson walk in and jog past him, like he's just not that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fear him when I play him or whenever I've seen him. I don't
get a sense of fear. I just get a sense like, oh yeah, we gotta watch out for Diggs. I'm not scared.
I'll tell you where Diggs is tough at.
Possession guy.
Within 10, 15 yards, he is very hard to cover.
Yeah.
Right. He is. At number 8, man, I gotta give him love. I think I didn't give him no love last year. CD Lamb.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people overlook him. I guess he got to start on the helmet. But he wear number 88. He got the blessings for the rest of the 88s for a reason. Yeah. And he continued to put up quiet numbers. Like, he's not a guy that's very talkative. So you don't hear much about him. The only time you might hear much of CD Lamb if you watch football or you play fantasy, then you're like, oh yeah, CD Lamb, yeah, he's pretty good. But a lot of people don't just like praise him enough. That's why I feel like with CD Lamb. He go by his day pretty much. All right, Fly, who you have at 8?
I got AJ Brown at 8. AJ was a problem for us twice a year when he was in Tennessee. So I've seen it. I know what he can do. I know what he's capable of. But, he goes to Philly, gets paired up with Devonta Smith and Jalen and the offensive line and company. And, he's a thumbtack, on a thumb. He stands out. It's hard to stop him. So I got him at 8.
Real.
He's a beast.
He's like a freight train when you get going. All right, RC, who you have?
Eagles fans gonna be pissed that you put CD Lamb before AJ Brown, but it is what it is. I got AJ Brown. AJ Brown, really and truly is a man amongst boys.
Freaking nature.
Hey, depends on what defense he's seeing that day. He looks like a man amongst boys. But I think he's injury prone. I don't know if he's gonna put back-to-back seasons of just staying healthy.
Yeah, I gotta see
a lot of hamstring injuries. When you got a big body receiver like that, him and Deebo Samuels have the same issue. They need to drop a little bit. But I feel like he's, right where he needs to be on my list at 8. He's a great player though.
It's kind of weird that more muscular guys deal with injuries. Yeah. I don't know because of the body fat percentage or what. I don't know what it is about muscular guys. I forgot. I read something in Men Health or something about.
Well, there's a difference because you look at DK's build and you look at Deebo and you look at AJ Brown. DK's a specimen. He looks like an action figure. Yeah. He don't get hurt like those compact guys because the receiver position has changed. If you go back 10, 12, 20 years. Andre Reed, Randy Moss, they didn't look like this.
They hurt, yeah.
And they practice and pass a lot more, and they got ready for the season differently. But
that's true.
These guys are taking a lot of stuff and doing a lot of different things too. And Deebo likes a lot of hamburgers, probably something. But it just
Did you hear what DK Mill what he do after day?
Yeah,
they say he start. Yeah, he said, "There's no way." He's lying. He's straight up lying.
He's not lying, bro. He said he eat 1 meal a day and eat nothing but candy
at night. So that meal had to be like 7,000 calories.
Dude, do you remember? Try to remember when you was a kid. I remember when I was a kid. We ate what the hell we wanted to eat. We didn't have all this organic and all this proper way of eating.
Right.
We used to eat boxes of Little Debbie cakes. We used to eat whole pizzas. We used to eat before.
His metabolism just high.
It is
crazy.
Look at
him.
A
lot of sugar. I know, but I'm saying to have to maintain muscle, You gotta have
His
the
genetics,
right
bro.
intake of nutrition.
The freak of nature. His
DNA.
genetics, man.
DNA.
His daddy
Like,
was an
I think he
lineman.
lying, but I also think he take liquid meals. I think he do something. You know, kind of you can
He
drink a
say
meal. You can
he
whey
drink
protein.
coffee, eat candy, and eat once a day, and he eat nothing but candy.
Bro, answer this. We all have seen that guy who roll out of bed. We know he ain't eating right. He don't train. He don't run. And he's a physical specimen.
Yeah.
So there's people out here who just built naturally like that. Bro, listen, whether you want to believe it or not, there's a percentage of people on earth who don't work hard at trying to be physically fit. And he probably one of those people. He lived, but he probably lived.
Yo, RC, you got a message.
Hey, Ron, that's my nephew. Shout out to my nephew over there. Hey,
shout out to RC nephew. What's up? Thanks for tuning into the show. At 9, I have Marshawn Lattimore's son.
Really?
I have his son. Yes, Mike Evans.
Oh Lord.
I know he get owned by the New Orleans Saints on the regular, so but I still gotta pay him respect, even though he punches like a girl. You know, he tries blindside Lattimore. So I gotta pay him some type of respect. But yes, Mike Evans, I think he had like 1,000 yards for over like
7-8 years.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy with these quarterbacks. Before he had Tom Brady with Jameis, then he had a little bit of it wasn't Blaine Gabbert, it was another sorry quarterback. But anyway, he had over 1,000 yards for 7-8 seasons. So you gotta put him in your top 10. If he doing that on the sorry Buccaneers with Jameis, then yeah. Just don't let him play against Lattimore every game. Then he definitely won't reach that mark.
That is true. That has been proven to be a fact.
Hey, rock him to sleep, Lattimore. Rock him to sleep. All right, Flowers, who you have at 9?
I got a surprise for you at number 9.
Oh snap! Let me get.
You ready for this one?
I can smell it.
Ready.
Amari Cooper.
Oh, okay.
Hit that horn, man. Hit that horn.
I ain't mad at that. I was struggling with Cooper. I was struggling with Mike Evans.
You gotta be fair now. Hold on.
What do you mean?
Because Amari Cooper, I like Amari Cooper too, but he ain't going in my top 10. But that's a wild card. That's like Najee Harris. Like you don't watch football enough to really see what Coop do. We know what he do.
I know
Amari Cooper has been a hell of a route runner for years.
Right.
Because he's been consistent with the Raiders. He's been consistent with the Cowboys. Right. Hell, you give him Baker Mayfield. You give him Jacoby Brissett. Hell, he's still gonna catch 80-90 balls for over 1,000 yards. I gotta give him his just.
I like that. Don't bring out the horn now because you're late. You're late.
No, I would think he'd have a great year with Deshaun Watson. What was his stats last year?
He had 78 catches. I'm looking for his yards.
He probably had 1,000 yards. He was the only person over there. Probably about 800-900 yards, probably.
I probably overlooked him. I'm not seeing it right now. I had to look at Oh yeah, he had 1,160 yards.
I like him, man. You put him with, he helped Dak a lot. I think losing him.
He helped Dak a lot.
That was the craziest thing ever to trade him when they had CeeDee Lamb too. Yeah, Come on now.
You gotta have a receiving core, man. You need a receiving core, Dallas, and K Car here and get Brandon.
And now they injured. Now they stay injured.
They could have let go of Zeke and kept Amari.
Yep.
But no.
They let go of Cedric Wilson too. I mean,
he's in Miami, right?
Yep. But they brought back Michael Gallup.
And they
make it make sense.
Brandon,
he had been on the field for 2 years.
It's Jerry Jones.
Played a little bit last year. That's wild. All right, see who you have at 9.
I got CeeDee Lamb. I got to put a star in there. Tell you something. Watching him last year, he had a dominant performance against us in the playoffs. If you really watched that game, Dak just missed him a lot. And in both playoff games, the playoff game the year before when he was playing against Jimmy Garoppolo's, he missed him a lot in that game. And then playing against Mr. Irrelevant, he missed him again. So My thing is this: CD Lamb can run the route tree like you say, and I think he's very underrated, man. I think he don't get the credit and respect he deserves. So
Dude, I ain't know a quarterback gotta be perfect on every throw. Sometimes the ball sells, man. Everything's not gonna always be
that perfect. Balls don't sell though. That balls do not sell.
Two perfect quarterbacks.
Look, I'm in the group. I'm gonna send you a video. I'm gonna send you a video. Sorry for cutting you off. I'm gonna send you a video. I'm in a group with a guy who's a Cowboy fan. He's critical of that. And in training camp, on air right now, this happened last week. He's overthrowing Dak. Overthrowing
the videos in the chat.
Yeah, I saw it. Look, you don't gotta bring it up to me. Like it's practice.
I was on the tail last week. I see about it.
It's practice.
CD Lamb having to do this on air. The air tackled it.
Practice, man.
Either Dak go underthrow you. Dak underthrows you more than he overthrows you.
You gotta take Dak by the helmet like this. You say, Dak ain't gonna get it. That ain't gonna get it covered. The issue with Dak Prescott, for you're fighting for Dak Prescott. We finna get your version of Dak Prescott, because that's who Derek Carr is. You finna get the same thing. You pray. Hey, look, keep wishing for Dak Prescott, and you get his minion. Yeah, you finna get one. You got one.
Watch Derek Carr throw for close to 5,000 yards.
Damn Reno.
But at number 10, I have Scary Terry. I mean, Flowers summed it up for me. He's just super underrated with no quarterback. Imagine if he had a quarterback like Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, or Allen. Oh no, nowhere near what I said. I think I said Herbert, but not Purdy. Now
Herbert, he'll be MVP.
Yeah, he throws 5-yard passes, so he might. Who you have at 10, Flowers?
It was a toss-up between Mike Evans and CD Lamb. I'm gonna go with CD Lamb.
Okay, I ain't mad at it. What about you, RC?
Okay, the round out 10, man. Listen, had a down year last year, but I think he's one of the most versatile receivers in the league. Deebo Samuels. If you get Deebo the ball, I'm talking about hit him on the bubble screen, the end of the Hey, listen, man. That's what I don't understand.
Why you gotta throw your old guy in there? Like, there's no way. There's no way, man. Mike, y'all didn't want to pay CD. I mean, y'all didn't want to pay Deebo.
Listen, we paid.
He's a running back. You put a running back in the top 10 receiver list.
We paid dude, bro. His in the league. What they got him listed as a wide receiver? Mr. Do everything.
You call him a running back.
You undervalue him, right? Do you value him or do you undervalue him? If you give him to the right OC, they're gonna know how to use. Now, prime example: Jamar Chase is a big body receiver. Okay, if he gets the ball, one guy ain't bringing Jamar Chase down.
That's
if
true.
Deebo catch the ball, do you not hold your breath? That's why you gotta watch football now.
He's a running back.
When Deebo catch the ball, it's on and pop.
He literally wore a short shirt that said, running back. What they call him? They call him
wide back.
Wide back.
Right.
So why is in your receiver list when you left off Mike Evans?
That's the position he played off. Listen, man. When you play with
Jimmy Garoppolo, what you said a couple of months ago.
Hold on. When you play with Jimmy Garoppolo, your roles get reversed. You try all kinds of shit. You hear me? Listen, man. You might end up as a fullback at tight end playing with Jimmy Garoppolo. That dude had to make up for a lack of a quarterback. So my thing is this: I'm not gonna punish him. I'm gonna tell you another name, and he's not in the top 10 because
who is that?
That's Brandon Ayuk. He coming. Okay? He at the bottom, 11, 12. Look at your list. Look at
you. Gotta be crazy.
You love pro football. You love pro football. Go look at where they got Deebo at. I bet they got Deebo at 9 or 10. So it's a 10 or 11. He's
in my top 12, no doubt. He's in my top 12.
Brandon Ayuk?
Deebo.
Oh. I have Olave over Deebo.
Olave over Deebo.
I don't know about. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on now.
Yeah.
Ring that damn alarm right now.
Hey, Deebo only had 69 catches last year.
Hey, listen, man. When you look in the mirror, do you see a clown? Because I do. I don't understand. How could you? But listen, this is my thing. I was debating if I should put Debo in there because I didn't want to seem biased. But I was like, when I got to the bottom, I'm
Man,
like,
come on.
who do I fear more? Debo Samuels or Terry McLaurin? I fear Debo. I fear
RC.
Debo. I fear Debo. That's just me.
RC. He only had 69 catches last year.
Okay. I mean, he was hurt. He got hurt, dog. Cooper Kupp is third on my list and he was injured.
That's true.
You know where they ranked him among receivers? 41.
Okay, he was hurt, dog. He got hurt.
That's crazy.
He got hurt. He came back. He got hurt.
That's why he's not top 10.
Okay, but Cooper Kupp.
You're wide back there. You're wide back.
Cooper Kupp got hurt, and what we put him at?
Yeah, I mean Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp was almost at my number 6, though. I will be honest with you on that.
Fine, but
I'm just saying because of the injury.
Debo almost had a triple crown.
Bro, you get
I think Cooper Kupp did have triple crown.
But this is the thing. When you get down to 8, 9, and 10, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't go wrong down there.
Yeah, you
like
can.
Debo could easily crack the top 10.
I wish I had some tape where I can go hit rewind and take y'all back in the time machine about 6 months ago where he said Debo Samuel is more of a running back than receiver.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, Ben, when you put the ball in his hand,
anywhere,
and he can do something with it. That's what makes him special. That's what makes him a top 10 player at the position they have him listed.
Take the speed out of it. What's the difference between Tyreek Hill and Debo Samuels? Take the speed out of it.
I can't take the speed because that would make him heal.
Okay, but listen.
But he'll have better hands.
Let's say he starts. See, this is the thing about Debo got deceptive speed. When you watch him play,
he's slow.
Guys all the time.
Yeah, I ain't saying he's slow.
But Tyreek Hill, when he catches the ball, you get scared. You like, bro, get him on the ground. That's the same thing Debo Samuels have. I have no problem with people not wanting him in the top 10. I put him there because I value him more than Terry McLaurin. I watched Terry McLaurin play us last year and get locked up by a no-name corner. You know, I don't know if he was just having an off day. But I don't fear Terry McLaurin. I don't really fear Stephon Diggs. But I fear CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, and Debo Samuels, and DK Metcalf. I put who in there.
The only reason you fear Debo because he can run the ball, not his receiving ability.
When you catch the ball, and I stand up. Have you ever been at a game or somebody at a basketball game, baseball game, or football game, and that person that guy comes up, or they catches the ball, and you like, he got the ball. So he's gonna do something with it. I don't fear Terry McLaurin. I damn sure don't fear Stephon Diggs. I'm back on Stephon Diggs again. So be glad Debo in that team.
He coming after you. He gonna say something to you. All right, so let's move on to our NFL news. I have a video for y'all.
I'm kind of scared, Flowers. You know his videos be all over the place.
He said NFL, so it can't be that bad.
Yeah, it's NFL. It's NFL, so it's not gonna be bad. Here we go.
On Payton's comments, but I will ask you to maybe address Nathaniel Hackett as a coach and what he means to you and what he can bring to this Jets team. That story goes out there. I had about 1 million texts from people in the coaching community saying that was out of line. Yet you see Hackett out here. He's still pumped up. I don't think it affects him as much as maybe it affects everyone on the outside. And yet you and him have this great bond and union together where you've always had his back. He's always had yours.
Yeah, I love Nathaniel Hackett. And those comments were very surprising. For a coach to do that to another coach. My love for Hack goes deep. You know, we had some great years together in Green Bay, kept in touch. Love him and his family. He's an incredible family man, incredible dad. And on the field, you know, he's arguably my favorite coach I've ever had in the NFL. Just his approach to it, how he makes it fun, how he cares about the guys, just how he goes about his business with respect, with leadership, with honesty, with integrity. And made me feel bad that someone who's accomplished a lot in the league is that insecure that they have to take another man down to set themselves up for some sort of easy fall if it doesn't go well for that team this year. thought it was way out of line and inappropriate, and I think he needs to keep my coach's names out of his mouth.
Hey,
Mm.
hey.
Mm.
So, man, I like that. That's how you stand up for your dog. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That ain't a Scottie Pippen right there. I like that. I like that.
Shoot. He came and said, Sean Payton said, everything I heard about last season, we're doing the opposite. It might have been one of the worst coaching jobs in the history of the NFL. That's how bad it was. So that's what Sean Payton saying. That's what got Aaron Rodgers panties in the wad.
Panties in the wad?
Come on,
man.
that man wearing panties. That man crazy.
I don't know. He did ayahuasca. And
Hey,
I don't
wait a
know.
minute.
Some
This the same
tribe.
you were bragging about? I'm confused.
What do you mean? What they got to do?
It's because he's talking about his boy Sean Payton. That's why.
I'm just saying, dude talking about if he noticed that Hackett was throwing his players underneath the bus and he wasn't taking his responsibility as a coach to take it on himself to explain why the season happened like that. He was throwing his players on the bus. So Sean Payton returned the favor, like, hey, you didn't do your job. You came here and let Russell Wilson run amok.
That's not hard. That wasn't hard for us to see. So why would Sean Payton need to say?
Right.
Because he had to show him, like, hey, I'm sticking up for my guy. Like this, I'm here to correct what he did wrong.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Did they not ask him?
That's cool, but he didn't have to throw that. He didn't have to throw that man on the bus like that.
Yeah, he did. God, he was a terrible coach.
Really?
All he had to say was, "Last year was last year. This is a new year." That's all he had to say.
Yeah, he explained to him like, "Yo, it was a bad coaching job. What's wrong with telling him that it was a bad job? Like this team was run poorly."
Okay, how we would have felt if Salah would have came back and said, "Well, you retired and left New Orleans because Drew Brees retired."
I mean,
how do you feel about that?
That's the same thing, though. That's not.
But it's taking a shot. But it's taking a shot. It's a shot, though. Regardless, it's a shot being taken, and it's unnecessary.
But it's true.
It's true as it is.
Truth hurts, right? Sometimes the truth will set you free.
They have always lived by this brotherhood of coaches don't say nothing, players don't say nothing bad about players, and coaches don't say nothing bad about coaches.
Well,
that's the pact.
Always march. Sean Payton always marches his own beat his drum, and Aaron Rodgers, he didn't focus on the Jets.
So Aaron Rodgers was wrong for saying what he said.
Yeah, keep talking about keep just coach's name out of his mouth. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do, big bad Aaron Rodgers?
Help me out with this, RC.
What you gonna do? So
Aaron Rodgers was wrong.
Noise for nothing.
Aaron Rodgers was wrong for saying, "Well, let Sean Payton put this ploy in here just in case the shit hits the fan, and I can say, hey, this is my first year.
Man.
I'm trying to clean up the shit and the thing that Hackett left behind.
So give me some slack.
Cut me some slack.
But do everybody have a high expectation for the Broncos anyway? So
now, whoa. You talking about right now, right?
Yeah.
There's some optimism because Sean Payton.
Not a lot. No, there's no like, oh yeah, they're going to the Super Bowl now.
Well,
like that. So I feel whoa.
Hold on. Let me say this. Sean Payton coming out saying something like that, he's giving reassurance that Russell Wilson is fine. So, if he wants to give that kind of reassurance that Russell Wilson is fine, that it was Nathaniel Hackett doing a shit of a job, this and that, the Broncos better win some damn games.
Yeah, that's true. All I gotta say, Aaron Rodgers saying that, of course, that's his favorite coach because he like do boys. He like people that do what he say to do.
So let me ask you
I can feel why that's his favorite coach.
Since you only slammed at Aaron Rodgers, so did that move him down? They're not gonna be good.
I mean, they still probably be good, but Aaron Rodgers, he needs
to
step off.
Good. Oh my God!
He need to step off his high horse, and he just smoked a little ayahuasca. Don't make him guru.
Listen, bro.
Calm down, buddy.
Let me explain something to you, man. I've always been against firing a coach after 1 year. It's dumb. Like, how did the interview go? there was something. I mean, did you even interview the guy? Did you even listen to the guy? Did you know,
Agreed.
the
I don't
game
think they
plan, the
did. I
system?
don't know what they
Hold
were
on,
thinking.
the game plan or the system that he want to implement. I'll put all that on the coach. That maybe he didn't do the thing the way it should have went, but it's pressure coaching divas. We found out that Russ supposed to be a diva, so it may have been an issue, give or take. But what do Sean Payton gain by bashing the guy that just went out?
He's
He
not bashing.
No, I'm saying
Sean
like,
Payton always been
like,
blunt. He always been blunt in his answers. So he not.
that,
I don't think he like taking a shot at Hack. He's just like, yo, it was a bad job here.
listen,
Sean Payton too experienced to have to take a shot like
bro,
that.
listen, Sean Payton is overrated. You know how I feel. It's John Gruden.
Nah.
No, come on with me. Come on with me. John Gruden is overvalued in the National Football League.
That means Aaron Rodgers overrated.
Most definitely overvalued John Gruden.
That means Aaron Rodgers overrated.
No. See, one of them doing two different things, man. One of them out there playing.
I was just saying, he can't win no big game. He only won one.
So
he been in the playoffs laying goose eggs and getting knocked
how
out
many
first
Super
round.
Bowls do Sean Payton have to have all this that garner all this respect? Like, what has he done in the National Football League to garner all this respect? Because he won the only Super Bowl in Louisiana football, the only Super Bowl the Saints have ever won in their entire existence. That's what he's riding off of. That's what he's living off of.
Consistency.
No, consistency.
That's hard to do. Is that not hard to do in the NFL? Having a consistent roster that competing every year. Is that not hard?
What
underachieving?
He underachieved.
If you being consistent and making the playoffs and how your team and that means Aaron Rodgers underachieved, right?
Listen, I know
we all say Aaron Rodgers
underachieved.
We
Kyle
said
Shanahan underachieved.
Yes, I totally
have a Super Bowl ring.
I totally agree.
So the 49ers, just like the New Orleans Saints, we get there, we make some noise, and we get put out.
Oh, at least the 49ers can get there.
This is the difference between the Saints and the 49ers. This is the difference between the Saints and the 49ers. You will never hear a 49er fan complaining about no damn play. One play.
Yeah, y'all never have them type of play. Not that egregious.
And
come on, bro.
Let me pull it back to Sean Payton. Nathaniel Hackett is a guy, he failed at coaching. It's a fraternity.
He's a nice guy.
He failed, dog. He failed. Now imagine if it's like somebody, you get a divorce, and the next guy comes in, and he's like, I'm gonna be a better guy than the last guy you had. Last guy you had was worth shit. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what. I tell you what.
It does not happen.
Do the step daddy. Do the step daddy.
Do you owe that guy something?
Got your chest out, big, walking around like you're doing.
Walk around with the shirt off, showing taco meat.
So look, he goes out. Let's say Denver goes out and they go 0-5. Like, you just setting yourself up in your team. You set them up for slander. You setting them up for all this unnecessary BS. Like, just go do your job. You're a veteran in the league. Everybody know you. You're proven.
He is doing his job.
Like, this is just a bad look. This was unnecessary slander. He woke up with violence. He woke up.
And they gotta play each other week 5.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
You can charge. You can go ahead and put that on the board. I'm picking that game right now. Jets.
Yeah, go ahead. Go put a bet in too.
Huh?
Go ahead and put a bet in on that.
Jets by 21.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Update on the Lions receiver Jameson Williams threw a punch at a teammate undrafted rookie cornerback. Williams reportedly has been struggling at practice today with multiple drop passes.
Man, them folks leave Alabama, man. Hey, you need to call Nick Saban up, have him on speed dial. Like, man, you need to come on, whoop his ass.
You sold me full sold.
Nick Saban can control them Alabama players, bro.
I'm telling you.
You
know what you just said? Something that rings a bell because all the Alabama players say when they get to the NFL, man, we practice harder at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Who said that? Well, that was that came out.
A lot of the defensive players have said it.
No, it was recently though. Was it
offensive players have said it?
It was a guy that just got drafted that said no. I don't know. I can't remember. Danielle Hunter. They got Danielle Hunter in this. It's Danielle Hunter.
It's Danielle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got Danielle. They misspelled the name. Danielle Hunter agreed to terms on no new 1-year deal worth $20 million. So he might be
That's
gone.
That's how you take care of your players, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 year,
Paid
them
him.
give you some more money, and
Should have
we'll
kept
head back to the table.
They
Dalvin
told
Cook
him.
though.
They told him shut up and go play. Here's your money. All right. Oh yeah, I got one more video.
Now this one I might be scared of because he ain't say what.
Nah, it's something good. It's something positive.
I
You know,
think
Houdini
Dean
told
them.
me to take.
I think Dean and them rang them in. Shout out to Houdini.
Here we go. Bijan Robinson. He been tearing it up in camp. So it's something to watch out for if teams playing against him. I know he can do all that.
I told you a couple weeks ago. I've been hearing good things about him, and I said 2 more people also.
Danny Dimes.
Nah, I ain't saying nothing about no damn dime.
Look, have y'all seen like the first time I've ever seen a Ravens clip of their training camp where it's like they 11-on-11 of course, and they like of course no pads. They got pads on today, but Odell with the blue, purple visor, just everything just different over there. When Odell shows up, everything.
Zay Flowers.
Odell brings the swag wherever he goes. He brings the excitement. I'm looking for a great year out of the Ravens, man. They're gonna be the deal.
Yep, Ravens are gonna be very good this year. I've been hearing good things about Zay Flowers also. A lot of good things.
Season. Did y'all know that there's football Thursday?
Yeah, Hall of Fame game.
The Hall of Fame games this Thursday.
Well, I really feel like, man, we survived summer. Thank God. I'm glad I'm able to talk to my boys and we're able to talk sport. But we approaching the best time of the year, man. I'm getting so excited thinking about it, man.
I'm telling
you. And guess what next week is?
First week of preseason, right?
NFL team rankings and preseason.
Hey, look, guess who
division rankings this week?
Guess who my Niners play in the first week of the preseason?
Who?
They playing Captain Egg Sucking Dog Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
I don't know if the Egg Sucking Dog going to play.
I doubt it.
Probably not.
He's probably walking injury at this point, but seeing Jimmy Garoppolo in the Raiders uniform going to do me well. Let me know I'm winning.
You gonna shed a tear?
Yeah, because he's finally gone. Like the cat, like the cat that comes back the next day, he finally gone.
Oh man.
Yeah, we had to take him further. We had to take him further down the road and leave him. We had to take him a little bit further.
Drop him off, huh?
Yeah.
Like a dog just living on the side of the road. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But look, you just made me think about something because my father had a dog. He had a chow, and he had to get rid of it. And he dropped his dog off, man, and he drove away. And he just driving away, and the dog just started chasing the car. Then it was stand up. It was a sad sight, man.
That's like a movie.
The dog eventually caught the drift and stopped running. And my dad
that's not home.
He like, damn.
Bro, do you realize the stuff like this we talking about? Peter will have our ass because I remember that too. I remember that. We didn't take the dog to the vet. We didn't take the dog. We got tired with the dog. You dropped him off.
Just let him go in the woods.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do our affiliates real quick. Get brought to you by Bet. Come on. It's not coming up. There we go. Can y'all see it?
We just seen the Bellas.
Bruh.
There it
My
is.
thing freezing. Y'all can see that?
I can see Bettas. Bettas came up.
I can't say anything right now.
Yeah, I can't. I just see y'all.
Well, yeah, I see y'all.
Are you on your Wi-Fi?
There we go.
Yeah.
I need to run a key to my computer. Bet-Us. We are brought to you by Bet-Us. We got the game. The end of the season is approaching. So it's time to put your money up. Time to lay some money to the side from your paycheck and some games. So we are brought to you by bet us. We had a links in show notes. Click on it, sign up, and let the betting begin.
Well, you done got better at that, man. You done got way better at that. It was like bet us, then you dropped it off. But I like that. That's growth. Killed that.
Yeah, man. Been practicing.
Yeah, that's what's up. Good job.
I'm gonna show. We got another spot in the show. If it plays.
We're doing good tonight, man. We're doing good tonight.
A good time, all right.
Ain't gonna be 3 o'clock in the morning tonight, man. We good today. I just noticed that Flowers got a rose in the corner right there, man. That's clean. I got you on the big screen now, Flowers. I see you, dog. I see you.
I'm trying to figure out how you got the roles. So we are affiliated with Sharps. It's a sports betting community app. So you go on there like a social media app and you talk about your bets. You also can place your bets and show your percentage and show people what you're doing on your bets. So sign up for Sharps. Use our code VOF'S323 on the app. When you sign up, it just shows that we get credit for it, that we know our fan base are coming into the new app. So sign up now with Sharps with VOF code VOF323.
There's more information to come about that also.
Right. So stay tuned. And now, last but not least, the highlight of the day.
Lord knows what we about to get.
It's football. It's something.
Man, we've been traumatized with them.
I'm telling you.
He said he been traumatized.
And all we'll see, this is TV.
Y'all see that? Y'all see the interception?
Ooh.
And play it again. That's crazy.
It's a hell of a play. Jump man.
I know. You know, I used to make plays like that back in the day.
He full extended out like he jumped on the free throw line.
I got a couple of interceptions tapes. I can show y'all. I might show them as highlight of the day. What I'm doing out there. You know, I was the best safety in the game.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
I like Ed Reed.
Pull the flags out.
Hey, I believe him, Flower, because he played Madden at nauseum. That's what he told me. He said he was always on Madden, so I believe he probably one of the better safeties.
Yeah. Hey,
I just like giving them grief.
No fly zone, man. I'm picking off everything. Don't throw it to my side, man. That's all I gotta say. Don't throw it to my side.
What was the straight button? Was it L2?
Yeah, L2.
It called hand-eye coordination. I just go up there and get it. You know?
I got to get Flowers on Madden. I keep saying this, hey, bro, let's get a game in, but definitely got to get a game in, especially with the new Madden coming out. Man, Flowers got to. Then you need to jump on in. You got to put them guns down, man. Put the gun down for a minute.
Oh, we play. I'm broadcasting. Don't worry.
I like the bang bang. You know, I haven't played sports games in a while. I need to get back to it though.
Yep.
I need to go get my title, my Madden King title.
Look, I heard his feelings. He ain't played Madden ever since. T.Y. Hill over the top. He know what going on.
Man, I bet the new Saints. With Derek Carr gonna be look real nice on that.
Yeah,
real nice. All right, guys, that's about it for the show. Anything else you want to bring up before we get out of here?
Good quick show.
Yes, indeed. Like I said,
hey, shout out to my mom. I know she probably happy because we be on here at 3 o'clock in the morning. She be trying to stay woke. Shout out to my nephews that got on tonight, and then anybody that watching support. So, hey man,
thank you.
We appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all for showing us love, man. Thank y'all for coming out and tuning into the show. We'll be back Monday. We'll be back Monday and possibly Friday of next week. We're gonna hear you and crank out the division rankings for the team.
Yes, sir. We're ready.
We're gonna be in, yeah. So do y'all notes, break down the schedule, and let's get to it. Let the games begin, as they say. All right, guys, we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Are you ready?